Collective bargaining negotiations between the St. Lucia government and the several unions are facing delays, with the National Workers' Union citing a lack of financial information and proposals from the government as key sticking points.
Our negotiations with the government negotiating team have not concluded as yet. We are still negotiating the 2022 to 2025 triennium. There are several areas that we have proposals and we've made proposals on that the GNT has to come back to us on in terms of a response. We're hoping that these negotiations, we can, bring them to an amicable conclusion within a relatively efficient period of time, process, but we have not completed these negotiations as yet. We're still waiting on the GNT on some of the proposals that we had put on the table.
The National Workers' Union, which represents daily paid, non-established workers, is awaiting input from the government's negotiating team, GNT, on submitted offers before it can proceed with collective agreements.
We're not completed in negotiations as yet, and we have several financial articles that are still outstanding. So that we will not be able to speak to, since some of these things they have not been put on the table. But our negotiations, like I said, is for 22 to 25. We have several proposals on the table, and there's still many areas that the GNT has to come back on, and we have to find a settlement on. But that you're referring to, we're not in a position to comment on that one.
The union is also awaiting financial documents from the GNT, further hindering progress in the talks. The GNT also has two pending collective agreements to conclude with non-TUF member unions, the Police Welfare Association, PWA, and the Bodily Correctional Facility. The PWA has called for a swift and fair compromise, warning that frustration among officers has reached critical levels. Gina Filippi, HDS News Force.